Time for mini news sesh. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Monday Minisode. Today we have mini news and we have our special expert, Gavin. And Gavin, welcome back. What do you have for us this Monday?
Hey, Darla. Yeah, so I have three things for you, actually.
Oh, wow,
bonus. Yeah, some bonus content here. We're going to kind of fire them off, give people a triple threat here of some news. So let's get to it. So the first thing I have for you today would be just on September 30th, Twitter launched a public test of what they're calling just a view count, right? So much like you can see kind of on Instagram's backend as well, they now have like a listing of what's like the views, how the reach per se of your particular tweets. And the reason why they have that is, I'm assuming, because they're also trying to compete with Instagram and YouTube, because they want to show the engage, not just because not as many people like on Twitter as they do on Instagram or other platforms, and they want to show the ability for them to reach different audiences and how far their reach actually is. And it's not really easy to show when you don't get that much engagement as far as likes like other platforms. So they're trying to draw more people to the platform. Twitter is kind of like one of those places that doesn't seem as influential as it might actually be, you know, from the numbers standpoint. And so they're trying to, this is their first step in trying to kind of show off that and kind of show what's going on there on the back end, because you might be logged onto your Instagram, you know, daily, but a lot of people kind of log on to Twitter, and it doesn't show as many active users per se as other platforms. So they're kind of starting to show that outwardly and trying to give people like other metrics to show the influence.
I love that. And we've had guests on the show in the past, and something that stuck with me the most about Twitter, and granted, interior designers on Twitter, right? There's kind of a disconnect. We don't do a lot of Twitter for interior designers, but that Twitter was more of a consumption kind of platform, not so much an engagement kind of platform. We go there, we read, but not a lot of people engage, like, share, or retweet as much as they're just consuming the content. So even though it might look like crickets, that something is still happening there. So how do you think that this will change? Will that change that, or we're just going to be able to see, is it more impressions, or what is that going to look like for us?
Yeah, I think it's just when you're talking about everything's, you know, as far as advertisers go, content creators go, this is something to where if I don't feel like people are engaging on the platform as a content creator, as a designer, as a, you know, somebody who's a company, a brand trying to run ads, I'm not going to be as interested in it. And so to get people interested in it, you have to get creators on board, you have to get brands on board so that people and attention kind of shift in that direction. But that'll never happen if people don't see the value of going there. And so this is kind of a way for them to start better showing that value to get more people kind of on board. Now, you know, we'll go over a little bit of all three of these kind of points at the very end, and I'll discuss kind of how they relate to interior designers in particular. But the next one being that Instagram has launched what they're calling a creator media kit. And so that's kind of a push to attract, you know, more creators to the platform. They're testing this kind of like new media kit option for influencers, and it can kind of just streamline brand partnerships, if that makes sense, just to help find new opportunities. I think it's just officially called the creator profile. And it facilitates just those in-app kind of profile sharing, promotion. It kind of cuts out the middleman while kind of simultaneously encouraging users to continue creating on the Instagram platform rather than like transitioning to something like a TikTok, for example.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So yeah, that's the second one. And then the third one being finally, YouTube has added a voiceover feature for their shorts content, which is just huge. I mean, it's something that people have been it's kind of been a running joke with YouTube, because so many of the other platforms have had that feature forever, and they've kind of got on there. I mean, they're one of the first, if not the first biggest, you know, biggest video platform, I should say. And the fact that they haven't gotten on board with that function and that feature is crazy. So they finally kind of jumped in with that, and that's you know, to everyone's happiness per se, because that allows you to you know, narrate what happens in the videos and you know, things like that. So
that's terrific for interior designers, for walkthroughs or for projects, for pain points. I would say I was kind of a dumb, because there was like several episodes ago, I was like, YouTube Shorts, are they still a thing? Before I personally got involved with them. And I will say that they're super impactful for getting new subscribers to your channel, or even getting found in a Google search, for video for answering questions. I love YouTube Shorts now. So
they're actually on the rise. Yeah, they're on the rise. They've been kind of underestimated. And I think that ability that they just gave to be able to kind of, narrate over content has been a big gap. And now that that's kind of here, I think it just makes so much more sense because YouTube is such a big platform as far as video goes. It is the video platform.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot more people are going to jump on board, and it's kind of going to have its moment coming up very soon as far as shorts go for YouTube. So another great thing for people to possibly jump on.
And YouTube has generally such a high barrier to entry with production value. And so interior designers are like a little skittish, but if you could just go in there and just do shorts, which are similar to Reels, similar to TikToks, and now with the voiceover feature. And since Google owns YouTube, that's going to help you out for sure and getting
100%.
discovered by ideal clients. All right, cool.
Yeah, there's some synergy there for sure. And it's, we think about this as, how do these impact interior designers in general, right? It's imperative for any thought leaders in any space, but especially in the design space, to kind of have a firm grip on the attention of the culture today. And, we should be aware of these kind of like impending market shifts, anticipate where that attention is going with respect to social channels, and like magic, kind of seemingly be able to be there before that attention kind of hits and be prepared with content and value ready to provide people. And so that's, with Twitter and things like that, you're seeing, these changes happen. This could mean more attention possibly being shifted towards Twitter, more attention being shifted towards things like YouTube, shorts, things like that. And although we don't have too much information around Instagram's, creator media kit, we know it's going to facilitate that profile sharing. And so we're also going to be wanting to pay attention to that as well. So that's kind of like the big perspective for interior designers.
That's awesome. I'm really interested in the creative media kit to see is that something like you can just say, hey, this is Susan McNuggets. Here's my media kit. I'd be interested in being a guest on your podcast, or here's all about me as an influencer. That's a pretty cool idea. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Thank you so much, Gavin. Thank you for coming on and sharing this with us again. You're amazing as usual.
Of course, Darla. Thank you so much for having me.
How amazing is Gavin? We love him. He's our SEO, our search engine optimization manager here at Wingnut Social. And if you need help with finding your ideal clients, or your ideal clients finding you, I should say, on digital, on Google, on all the search engines, give us a call at 786-406-2331, or check out wingnutsocial.com and hit that Let's Chat button, and let's see how we can partner to take your business from meh to amazing. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, until next time, to get out there, get uncomfortable, and be great.
Mini new sesh. Yeah.
Is your interior design firm just so busy that you don't have any time to post on your own social media accounts? Are you at a loss with what to post? You have zero strategy? Well, then you need to give us a call at 786-206-4331 or wingnutsocial.com.